All right, welcome to our second semifinal of the evening. That's what we like, a rowdy crowd, a rowdy crowd. All right, all right, from Cali, Colombia, in the pink shirt, Adriana Riveros. And from Monterrey, Mexico, current #1 ranked player in the world, Paola Longoria. All right, referee for today, Maria Renee Rodriguez from Guatemala.
And welcome everybody to the Boston Open semifinal #2. You heard the introductions. It's Riveros serving against Longoria. Riveros is the 13th seed in the semifinal. My name's Tim Baghurst. I'm joined by LPRT Commissioner TJ Bamba and of course Jay Josie at the controls. Our official for this match, Maria Renee Rodriguez. Two line judges in place with historic significance, Amalia Bailey and Cheryl Godinez.
Yeah,
how about that?
Veteran tour players. Amalia Bailey, Hall of Fame inductee into Racquetball Hall of Fame last year.
It'll be fun to see how they call. I always love watching Godinez make a call because she's so dramatic.
And professional, and yeah, she'll do a good job. Good team here, good official team. Yeah, this is an interesting matchup. We haven't seen these two play for a while. Adriana Riveros is at an amazing event, taking out both the 4 and 5 ranked players on tour, Natalia Mendez and Rhonda Rasic.
But Longoria is going to win by playing classic racquetball, down the lines, cross courts, really testing the speed of
mobility
yep.
of Adriana Riveros. Short serve. You know what? You can't take anything away from Riveros. Is one of the best shooters on the tour. You'll see her both singles and doubles, especially when she has help covering that part of the court. But
oh my goodness, Riveros tried to flick one into the right side. Longoria just hit herself. That serves you right for hitting the ball after the rally. Yeah, she's going to be full of confidence, Longoria. I don't think Pro Racquetball Stats will say that Riveros has ever beaten Longoria, and you can see why. Longoria serving excellently, very consistent. As you said, Riveros can shoot. Makes her a very, very dangerous doubles player, but Longoria is going to, excuse me, move her around this court this evening. Here's a great example.
But given the opportunities, Adriana Riveros sets her feet, and she's very accurate.
That's right. Riveros got here by defeating Susie Acosta, Natalia Mendez, and Rhonda Rasic. And that's quite a resume.
She's had a very good event.
4-0.
4 serving 0. Quick start for Longoria. Make that 5. You can see the ball catching that sidewall on the left.
5-0.
The crowd have kind of just settled. There was a lot of drama in our first semifinal where Salas advanced in a tiebreaker. This time it's Longoria who misses one on the left side. Side out. 0 serving 5. Riveros needs a good serve here. Riveros looks to the official Rodriguez, hoping for a good call, but second serve coming up. Colombian scoops the lob serve. Oh, nice hands from Riveros, just kind of soft touching that to the front court. 2 serving 5. Longoria wants an appeal.
I think Riveros was also surprised that that serve wasn't called short.
One disagrees. One says they couldn't see it, so that means a replay.
But replay first serve.
Correct.
So
Set up Riveros. Skip
Wow.
ball. Shake of her head. Unusual.
you know what? And she waited for that. If she had taken one step back and gotten behind the ball, I say that all the time. Get behind the ball. Say that to young players learning the game too. Get behind the ball.
Ace serve from Longoria. We said that so often earlier today when she won her quarterfinal and just scored point after point after point on this drive serve. And it's been very, very effective. And there's that Riveros just kind of almost giving up on that point. And someone else, a Vargas, a Salas, would have chased that and at least made the effort. You're just joining us. Salas advanced in a tiebreaker over Vargas. Vargas had 2 match points in the second game. Didn't take advantage of them. 11-14 down. Salas won 15-14 and then ran away with it in the tiebreaker. So a good win for the 3 seed, waiting for the winner of this match tomorrow. Oh my. Oh, wow. Longoria stretching forward, just getting the racket on it, forcing Riveros to take the timeout. Feeling very confident, obviously, TJ.
Yeah, I mean, this is a matchup that if it was going to happen typically by rank, happens earlier in the draw.
Round of 16.
Yeah, round of 16. But you know, just for the way things worked out for this event, we're missing 1 or 2 out of the top 12 for various reasons, and that played plus Adriana upsetting a couple of those top players, and here we have a different matchup for our semi.
So it is a second semifinal, 2 doubles semifinals this evening coming up for you. So don't go anywhere. I think those could be fun. We have coming up, just had to Lawrence and Lotz from the United States. That's a good pairing, and they did very well yesterday, beating the Team Colombia, Riveros and Riquelme, and then Laime and Rivera. So they're in the semifinals. They'll face the Argentine pair of Vargas and Mendez. And then Longoria Salas, the number 1 pairing, will take on a new pairing, Rivera, Aaron Rivera, and Jessica Padilla. Should be a fun match, too. Another setup for Longoria. Good pickup from Riveros. It's just too good from the world number 1, controlling the entire point, pushing her opponent around the court.
Yeah. You know, Adriana Riveros I mean, she said, and honestly, she's currently a student at the University of Colorado Pueblo studying engineering. So for her to be able to do that and play the racquetball tour full time like she is, and to do well this tournament, I mean, hats off to her. That's a tough combination.
Yeah, there's a divide. Well, we'll talk about it during a timeout. Riveros gets the side out with a snap of the wrist on the backhand side. There's that top spin serve that Riveros hits. And earns a point, 3-10.
3-10.
Swing and a miss from Longoria. Sliding down the right side. A couple of points for the Colombian, 4 serving 10.
You know, Longoria, #1 player in the world for a good reason. I mean, as you watch her, but
It's a clinic.
yeah, I mean, it's really, she puts a lot of pressure on her opponents to make good shots when they have the opportunity. Good shots and good serves.
One disagrees, one agrees. Call stands. We just both nodded our heads, TJ. It's that first step, that explosiveness that Riveros needs to get that ball. Got a couple back. But that's too good from Longoria down the line. Playing well within herself in this first game. Controlling the points. 13-4, 2 points away from this first game. Oh my goodness, I don't think that was on purpose. Wry smile from her opponent. Went for the pinch. It was pretty high. I like the aggressiveness of taking that early.
Yes.
I think it's a new part of her game that I haven't really seen much of before. It's still a little unfinished, I think is the right word, but it's improving. And it's, you know, she's constantly working on this game.
Yeah.
She claims the first. We'll talk about it in a little bit. We'll take a break, say thanks to a sponsor. We'll see what Riveros comes up with in game number 2. Welcome back, everybody. Tim Baghurst, joined with LPRT Commissioner TJ Bomba and Jay Josie at the controls. Our officials for this match, Maria Renee Rodriguez is our head official. supported by Malia Bailey and Cheryl Godinez as line judges.
Pleasure to have them aboard this weekend, as always.
Just joining us, Longoria took the first 15-4.
Winner of this match is going to face off against some number 3 player Samantha Salas. We missed our earlier semifinal. She won in a tiebreaker over Maria Jose Vargas. Short serve. You know, before we went to a little break there between games, you were talking about Longoria continuing to work on her game. I mean, that's really an amazing thing if you think about it. She's a dominant number 1 in the world, but she continues to work to improve and get better.
And I can provide you with a myriad of quotes from the world's greatest across the sports. You talk about how hard it is to get to the top and how much harder it is to stay there. And you can't just rest once you're there because everybody's coming for you now.
Yes, yeah, and she's aware of that. And she, I credit her a lot with really raising the level of play on the women's professional tour. Just they're all working to get to that next level. So.
Point for Riveros with a good serve over to the right side. Claims the first point of this second game. Let's see if that gives her some confidence. Just didn't really settle into game 1. Didn't have many opportunities to settle. Watch this scoop nick lob to the left side. Oh, to the right. How about that? Riveros, you could see on your camera view how high she took that. It was ambitious, and she paid the price. 0-1. There's the pass. TJ, we talked about and we held up about the kind of different levels of the LPRT, and there's definitely a group who are able to train and work at this full time, or at least as their primary responsibility. And there's a group such as Riveros and others like Nancy Enriquez who work and have jobs or school
or kids,
and because of that, it's not necessarily it's a priority, but it's not necessarily the priority, and it makes it harder for them when they compete against somebody who's doing it for a living.
Right, and some of these players, these top players, like look at Paola's shirt, Longoria's shirt, with sponsors all over her shirt.
Yeah,
I mean, to have that support for these players can also make a big difference.
So Longoria, she's not happy with that. She doesn't appeal it though. Last match, we had lots of appeals on screen serve. I would have appealed that myself. She opted not to. Players have 3 appeals. And this time, Riveros could appeal on screen serve. So just 2 different players in this match who aren't appealing anything.
Yeah, and maybe not quite as close a match here as that last matchup.
Riveros doesn't usually get too up or down. Riveros when she plays, pretty calm player. Same with Longoria for that matter.
Longoria with a pretty good lead here in game 2, 6-1 to Adriana Riveros.
Good shot from the Colombian side out. On serving 6.
Riveros really, a lot of really short serves on that first serve. There's such a difference in games.
Well, Riveros is really going for a lot. She's kind of going for broke, and that's her style. And right now, they're staying up, and against Longoria, you know, you're just giving Longoria just free opportunities. There's a great example. Just snap of the wrist from Longoria. 3-shot rally. Another point, 7-1. Great shot from Riveros. Longoria thought she was trying to pass it down the right side. One of the things that I think is maybe underappreciated about Longoria is her anticipatory skills. She watches her opponent all the way through to see what she's going to do, and you can see she's just kind of keeping an eye, and then she's almost always moving before the shot's finished because she knows where it's going.
Yes. Yeah, and if you watch her tiny feet, they're quick.
Yes.
She moves so well front and back as well as side to side, laterally across that court.
I thought that was a good serve. My question, CJ, if that was a good serve and she appealed it, would she earn a point?
I mean, fair question.
I think the answer is yes. Unless Riveros can say that she stopped the return because I heard the
that's what I mean.
coin.
That's a fair question because if referee stopped play and Adriana stopped, yeah, it's a good argument, which is appealable.
Wow, Longoria. Well, she hasn't missed many.
No. Well, let's say that was a pretty big miss too, though. Usually she laughs about it, but.
Look at that shot from Longoria. With no disrespect to her opponent, this just feels like a practice session right now. There's no energy in Riveros, and it doesn't feel like a semifinal.
Right. And watching Riveros play some of those earlier matches against Racquetball, which was a tough match, Natalia Minez, where Riveros just controlled the entire match. And we're seeing just not the same player. But again, #1 player in the world to face off against, but it puts a new pressure. So got a big crowd here for the semifinal.
A serve from Longoria. Timeout taken by Riveros. We'll take a timeout. Longoria leads. She's 5 points away from this match. we're back in. 10 serving 1. Longoria leads. Timeout taken by the Colombian. Riveros running forward, expecting a pinch. Longoria, perhaps sensing that, goes down the line for another point. Just short. I have to say, TJ, based on watching this match, it's such a huge advantage being the 1 seed instead of the 2 or 3, knowing you have to battle each other in that semifinal. 2 versus 3 as opposed to 1 versus what would normally be seen as a 4.
Right. And we, I mean, quite honestly, we could mention that our number 4 ranked player on tour couldn't make it this weekend. Alexander Herrera is not here.
Oh no, this was a good serve. So Rodriguez called us short serve, but I mean this, as far as I'm concerned, I saw this as good, and so I think Longoria is going to appeal this. And both disagree, so it is a point. Good job, line judges. Stops a lot of that drama and affecting the players. Ace serve again. We've said that so many times. Brings up match point just like that, Longoria. 14 serving 1. Just a reminder, after the match, we'll have interviews with the 2 players, so don't go anywhere. Winner will be taking on Samantha Salas. Oh, wait. Serve was called good. I thought it was short, and it was short, so second serve. Longoria, second serve, drive serve. Here we go. Bang. And there it is. Longoria takes the match 15-4, 15-1. Well, credit Riveros. She did very well to get to this semifinal, but the world number 1 put on an absolute clinic in this second semifinal. We'll take a little break, and we'll be back as we interview the players in just a moment.
Gearbox.
All right. As the players are coming in the court here, I just want to do a couple things. Quick public service announcement. Just remember to spring forward tonight. Change your clocks 1 hour ahead so that you don't miss the final. And also after this match, we've got our pro doubles semifinals coming up. Adriana Riveros, this has been a good tournament for you. I know this match may have not went your way, but you really took out some of the top players on tour. And, you know, people at home should know that you're also a full-time college student studying engineering, so tough to balance both things. So good tournament to you.
Thank you very much, TJ. Thank you to all the people for coming. Congrats, Paola. As always, you're a great player. Yeah, definitely was a great tournament for me. I didn't do in this match as I expected, but I know I have to keep working. I really want to thank you all my sponsors, Prokenex, Formula Flow, Ashaway, and Colombia team. And I also want to do a big, a special thanks to my coach, Jacid Basuberri, and Jim Heiser. They've been training to me. And to all my friends and everybody that was supporting to me, I promise I will keep working. And thank you everybody for coming.
All right. Paula, we were talking online, watching you play. There's no question why you're number one in the world, but, we talk about how still you continue to work on your game and get better and better, and it's just amazing what a standard you set for this tour and for these players who all just keep pushing to get better to try to beat you. So just amazing, and congratulations on another final.
Thank you, TJ. Yes, as you say, the level on the tour every time is growing a lot. Those girls push me a lot to keep working hard. I think one of the hardest things is to be number one, but the hardest thing is to maintain there. So it's been 10 years in this amazing journey to be number one, but it's been a lot of ups and downs for me. Sometimes the injuries, but at the same time, just trying to have all my team working with me and trying to improve every time my game, my cardio, my fitness, my mentality, and everything. So I just want to thank that they don't take out the chocolates from me, so my nutrition, but I just want to thank all my sponsors that keep believing in me and all the hard work I do every day. And I just want to thank Nike, Sanmi, Investment, Sedena, Roller Pack, XGEM, Fundación Telmex Telcel, Ciudad Maderas. Muchísimas gracias, and the government from Monterrey and CONADE. I want to thank my family that keeps supporting me a lot. My parents were the ones, since I don't have any sponsor that you can see here right now, thank God that I have this support. But before I don't have anything, my parents were the ones that really spent everything to make me to be here at this time. So I just want to thank again. And obviously, I want to congratulate Adriana. I know it's hard to be playing and studying at the same time. I passed for that many couple years ago, studying engineer and my master's in political science. But I think one of the hardest things that the sport teaches is just to be responsible and keep doing and improving in all the areas that we have. So the racquetball gives us a lot of opportunity to different players to be in different universities, and we really appreciate that they keep supporting the racquetball. So I want to thank everybody that come and support us. The Big Diva, it's always a pleasure to watch you here. You've been a great role model for the tour, and I remember since I started playing racquetball, you were a tough player, and I was like, one of my goals was to beat you, and obviously that motivates me a lot. I see another coach from the USA team, and it's always a battle between Mexico and USA on those junior worlds. So it's amazing to see all these people here and remember me a lot of memories. It's been 20 years playing racquetball, so it's kind of fun, and I think I already told too much, but I see you tomorrow in the finals. Thanks, everybody.
Can you guys stay here for a second? All right. I'd like to, on behalf, in honor, I should say, of tomorrow being the International Women's Day, I'd like to invite all the women that are here and present to come on to the court for a quick picture. Everybody. Kalani, Kelly Bean, Malia, Hall of Famer, Malia Bailey, Cheryl Godinez, everybody, Jillian, Marsha.
Well, we're having a photo of all the ladies playing in this tournament, and you can see everybody coming on the court. But we will sign off for now as the photo is done, and then we get on with the women's doubles semifinals. We'll see who advances tomorrow to the final. But on behalf of myself, Tim Baggers, TJ Bomba, and Jay Josie, thanks so much for watching. We'll be back in just a few minutes.